who is taking a deserved break. Vice President and Second Secretary of ZANU-PF, Colonel retired Kembo Kambo Dugish Mohadi, Minister of Defense and ZANU-PF National Chairman, Honorable Comrade Opacha Musipange Muchenguri Kashiri. Speaker of the National Assembly, Honorable Advocate Jacob Francis Mudenda. President of the Senate, Honorable Mabo Memory Chinomona. Chief Justice, Honorable Luke Malava, as represented by Justice Kwaunza. Members of the Politburo and Central Committee, Cabinet Ministers here present, Minister of State for Provincial Affairs and Devolution, Harare Metropolitan Province, Honorable Senator Charles Tavengwa. Chief Secretary to the President and Cabinet, Dr. Martin Rushwaya. Chairman of the Public Service Commissions, Dr. Vincent Ungwe. Senior government officials here present, Commander Zimbabwe Defense Forces, General Philip Valerius Banda, service chiefs, war veterans, ex-detainees, restrictees, and war collaborators. Your Excellencies, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Mayor of the City of Harare, His Worship Councillor Jacob Mafume, fellow mourners, ladies and gentlemen, comrades and friends. Barely a week after we convened at this very shrine to lay to rest three gallant sons of the soil, we gather once more for a sorrowful send-off. Justin Mbombo Mpamanga, whom we affectionately called Comrade Top 10, is no more. We mourn the loss of another hero, just days after saying goodbye to his three comrades, whose graves still bear the fresh marks of our grief. Grief that resonates deeply within our nation. As we face this heartbreaking reality, we remember that a generation of exceptional men and women, pivotal to our liberation struggle, through selfless sacrifice, is leaving us. May I, on behalf of the President of the Republic of Zimbabwe, His Excellency Comrade Dr. Emmerson Damzo Mnangagwa, our grieving nation, the ruling party ZANU-PF, the government, my family, and on my own behalf, extend my deepest condolences to Amai Aida Mpamanga, the widow of Comrade Mpamanga and a fellow war veteran, as well as to their children, including Honorable Kudakwashe Mpamanga. our Deputy Minister for Youth, Empowerment, Development and Vocational Training. May they find solace in knowing that the entire nation stands with them in mourning the untimely passing of this illustrious son. Fellow mourners, the life of Comrade Justin Mbombo Mpamanga has been clearly captured by his family and the official obituary. I rise today to share my own reflections on this remarkable hero. He was born in Goneso village under Chief Ruzane in the Wedza district in Mashonaland East province. This was on the 1st March 1953. He passed on a mere month and a few days shy of his birthday. Justin's father, Patson Mpamanga, later migrated to Mount Darwin area in search of good farming land, which he secured in the so-called African Purchase area of Chesa. He was a renowned farmer, which is what earned him that piece of land in another district of the then Rhodesia. Another family to be recognized was the Mzariri, the family of another national hero who rise here, the late Deputy Director General Comrade Maynard. They all came from the same area in search of good land in Chesa. Justin's path led him to Nyaka Primary School and later to St. Augustine Anglican Secondary School in Manicaland, where he excelled academically. Driven by the injustices of the colonial regime, he joined a wave of determined youth who protested against oppression, leading to his ultimate expulsion from school and relocation here in Harare, where he completed his education. Motivated by a profound sense of national duty, Justin abandoned his studies at the University of Rhodesia in 1975 to join the liberation struggle, becoming part of the Eight, a group of educated and courageous individuals who sacrificed their futures for our country's independence. These included Comrade Chris Mutangwa, seated there, Justice George Mtandwa Chueshe, who is in our judiciary, the late Ambassador John Mayowe, lying here at the National Hero Center, the late Willard Duri, Comrade Duri, also lying here at the National Hero Center, Dr. Masimba Mwaja, Comrade Sobusa Gulandebere, and the late Comrade Navel Dembetembe, who fell in battle during the struggle. This spirit of resistance echoed through villages, schools, and universities, uniting diverse groups under a common cause, our freedom. Comrade Mpamanga's extraordinary talents made him part of the training team at Wambua Political College at our Chimoyo Zanla headquarters camp. His master in Portuguese language often saw him serving as a translator for pivotal meetings involving the late President Robert Gabriel Mugabe and Mozambique's late President Comrade Samora Moses Machel. Post-independence in 1980, the party authorized him to remain in Mozambique to complete his degree in economics at Eduardo Magane University and returned here now to independent Zimbabwe in 1983 to serve in various strategic roles, significantly shaping our economic landscape. On his return, Comrade Mpamanga joined the President's Department under the Economics Division. He was then posted to a mission in the United Kingdom from 1994 as a Minister Councillor. He took advantage of the posting and enrolled for a Master's in Business Administration at Middlesex University. His dissertation looked at strategies to improve foreign direct investment to Zimbabwe. Later, he was recalled to head office, where he was tasked to transform the Economics Division into a full-fledged branch. The late former President Robert Gabriel Mugabe would later appoint Comrade Mpamanga to the sensitive post of Secretary for Energy and Power Development. This was in December 2002. His tenure as Secretary was marked by addressing critical challenges, from eliminating fuel shortages to restructuring vital energy and power institutions, such as the Zimbabwe Electricity Authority, ZESA, and the introduction of the Zimbabwe Energy Regulatory Authority, ZERA. In times of the El Nino-induced droughts that from time to time devastated the Southern African region, Comrade Mpamanga was one of a task force that included the late Minister of Agriculture, as then Air Force Commander, Air Chief Marshal Terence Shiri, the late Lieutenant General Amos Chingombe, the then Chief of Staff in the Defense Forces, and Ngwanizashe Masoka, the then Secretary of Agriculture. The task force was charged with the responsibility of importing grain to avert hunger in the country. Task forces comprise hard-headed troubleshooters. Itself an apt description of the men we gather here to lay to rest. In 2012, Comrade Mpamanga was appointed Deputy Chief Secretary, responsible for monitoring and evaluation in the Office of the President and Cabinet. In that capacity, he oversaw crucial infrastructural projects that propelled our nation forward. Even in retirement, his commitment to service continued as he took on influential roles in Kuvimba Mining House and as an advisor to the late Minister of Lands, Agriculture and Rural Resettlement, the late Air Chief Marshal, retired Terence Shiri, and also served on the board of the Agricultural Finance Corporation. Comrade Mpamanga was a great patriot, demonstrated by tireless dedication and self-service. He understood the sacrifices required for progress and continuously sought to uplift our people, echoing the wartime mantra that called for unity and a collective vision for our nation's future. In mind comes the song, Tose tichaguta kumusha, muZimbabwe yakasununguka. Rumbo rwaimbwa zvinhu zvakaomarara. It was a call which helped us endure hardships, indeed which gave us a glimpse of a brave new world we were all carving through shared sacrifices. We fought for a total Zimbabwe, fought for all its wealth, the minerals, the flora, the fauna, its cultures, its heritage, its identities, its beliefs. Indeed, we fought for its rise as a soaring great nation. The wartime call urged us not to be greedy and selfish, not to be corrupt and egocentric, or to be narrow-minded and tribalistic. We all swore to a shared future in which everyone had a place on the table, a place in the sun for a culture of equal opportunity where every Zimbabwean served in equal measure. Zveubvanzu kudya kwemhumhi takazviramba. When our president says, leaving no one and no place behind, he is reminding us of this wartime covenant, a covenant we must all live by across generations, starting and including our very own. Zimbabwe belongs to all of us. We must share its God-given bound. Share its bound equally. So no one, not even the weak, the widowed, or the orphaned, are displaced or elbowed out by the strong in a mad rat race to grab unmerited privileges. Corruption has to end. Justin so far, his eyes so far to get a sign of the profound, timeless needs of a people as they evolve across generations, across time and across space. We knew our God, that the God of Zimbabwe has hidden treasures, hidden them not from us, hidden them for us to enjoy in a free Zimbabwe. The gold, the diamonds, the platinum, the much sought after lithium, the uranium, gas, oil, rare earth minerals, and much more, all of which no foreigner saw or fully enjoyed before our time. God hid all for us, his children, we the children of Zimbabwe. Today, all these must be shared equitably and for the development yechitsuwa chedu cheZimbabwe yatinoda. Alongside our President, Dr. E.D. Mnangagwa, Comrade Mpamanga knew that nyika inofanirwa kusunungurwa, igotongwa, igodzivirirwa, igovakwa, uye igonamatirwa nevene vayo. Raive gamba rehondo rakarara, aive mushori weZimbabwe yaaidzivirira, aive mubvuwi mukereke yeUnited Methodist Church. Saka zvese nyika yake aida afa achida, kereke rake airida uye afa achirida. Where he prayed and served a true God. I am highlighting all these, so that you understand, dear fellow Zimbabweans, that the mantras by which the nation is governed come from very far. They define us as a people. They capture our deeply held values, our morals, our aspirations, and burdens we carry forward, bestowed to us by our foreign heroes. Aenda atisira chijana, ndosaka vakuru vakati Nhaka Ndeyemusiidzanwa. A timeless heritage which each generation must safeguard jealously and bequeath to the next one coming after it. This one lesson Justin leaves to all of us, that we are our own liberators. A great challenge he throws to all of us in the public service. What are you doing for your country? You must ask yourself that question. How are you using your knowledge and skills to improve the lot of your people? Indeed, to propel Zimbabwe towards Vision 2030 and beyond, Comrade Top 10 used his time, skills, and commitment to fend off hunger, to sort out challenges of energy which bedeviled our nation. Beyond the office, he used the land to feed our people. Akakunda Top 10. Iwe urukuitei, uchaitei muofisi ya ugere. Comrades and friends, to realize an upper middle income economy as envisaged by our President, Dr. Emerson Mnangagwa, we all need to summon our collective energies towards one common goal. We must produce more. We must beneficiate all our resources. We must industrialize our economy towards value addition and beneficiation. Above all, we must turn our rural areas into centers of industrial activity, based on each community's resource endowments. Rural industrialization is one key lesson we learn from successful countries and growing economies. We must lift our people out of degrading and dehumanizing poverty. Indeed, change the trajectory of flow of goods and services back to the countryside where we all began. Our Vision 2030 is for all of us. Kwete Dzamunoti Mbinga, KuHondo Taivati Zvigananda. Those who grow big tummies through ill-gotten wealth and questionable morals. A nation is developed as its weakest man and woman, indeed as its remotest part. The government is fully aware of the issues that are affecting the citizenry, such as unreliable public transport and regulated informal market, health and infrastructure challenges, which are already being addressed. Irrespective of these, we must remain united and focused. Let us remain vigilant and ready to defend our country, its resources and ideals, including its values and some culture. We must not be a generation which betray or fail our revolution and its ideals purchased through painful sacrifices. Today we honor Comrade Mpamanga for his unwavering commitment to building a prosperous Zimbabwe. He leaves behind a legacy of integrity, hard work, and an unyielding resolve to protect our nation's values and resources. Let us ensure that his example inspires us to tackle the pressing challenges we face as we strive for national unity and development. As we lay Comrade Justin Yumbombo Mpamanga to rest among fellow heroes and heroines at this sacred shrine, we acknowledge the profound impact we had on our liberation struggle and the development of our nation. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to his family, especially his brave wife and children, who uphold the values instilled in them by their parents. To the late Comrade Justin Mpamanga, I say, you will be remembered for your significant contribution to our nation's independence and economic empowerment. Though you leave us with an intense void, we will cherish the memories of your warmth, humility, and wise counsel. Farewell, dear comrade. Your legacy will forever inspire future generations. You will be missed dearly. Go well, dear comrade. May your soul rest in eternal peace. Lala nekutula kawe la makao. Zorora murugare gambaredu. Fambai zvakanaka moyo ndizo de wa vuma varanda. I thank you.
For these and more stories, tune in to Zim News Bit TV